Hello student, in my previous video we have discussed about sexual reproduction. That in sexual reproduction, two parents are involved. So it is usually biparental, gametes are always formed, fertilization take place. It involves both meiosis and mitosis process. You know that in meiosis process, 4 daughter cells is formed and number of chromosomes become half. And in mitosis process, 2 daughter cells are formed and the number of chromosomes remains same. And daughter organisms in sexual reproduction are genetically differ from parents. So today we are going to discuss our next topic, events of sexual reproduction. Student, there is 3 events in sexual reproduction: pre-fertilization, fertilization and post-fertilization. In pre-fertilization, gametogenesis and gamete transfer occur. Gametogenesis, the formation of male and female gametes, and fertilization, the fusion of male and female gametes. And post-fertilization, what happened in a post-fertilization? Zygote formed embryo. That means embryogenesis process take place in post-fertilization. The next is gametogenesis. What is the gametogenesis process? The process of formation of male and female gametes is known as gametogenesis. And gametes may be 2 types: homogametes or isogametes. Homogametes, the 2 gametes are similar in their appearance and cannot categorized into male and female gametes. That means if the gametes are similar in their appearance, it is called homogametes. Example, Cladophora. And heterogametes, 2 morphologically distinct gamete. Morphologically, that means externally. Male gametes is called anthrazoids or sperm, and female gametes are called egg and ovum. Now, gamete transfer. Actually, after gamete formation, male and female gamete should come in a physical association so that they can be fused with each other. In some algae and fungi, both male and female gametes are motile, whereas majority of the organisms, male gametes are motile and female gametes are stationary. In aquatic plants, gamete transfer takes place through water. And male gametes are produced in very large number because a large number of male gametes are lost during transport. So, to fulfill this loss, the number of male gamete produced is several thousand times the number of female gametes. And in plants, mainly in flowering plants, pollen grain carry male gametes that has to be transferred to stigma to carry fertilization. So this transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma is called pollination. On reaching the stigma, pollen grain germinate and a tube-like structures called pollen tubes come out to it. Okay, and pollen grain are immobile. They cannot reach the stigma by themselves. So an external agent is required for this. It can be wind, water, animal, gravity or growth contact. Is that clear? The next is fertilization. The process of fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization, and we also call it syngamy. It results the formation of diploid zygote. Actually, it is mainly of 2 types: internal fertilization and external fertilization. Internal fertilization, when fertilization takes place inside the female. External fertilization, when fertilization occurs outside of the female. And in internal fertilization, allow fertilization to occur on land. Watery environment is found inside the female. For example, human. And external fertilization occur outside of the female body, and fertilization usually occur in water. Example, fishes and amphibians. And fertilization in plant. When a pollen grain land on a stigma, it begins to grow a pollen tube. This pollen tube grow down towards the ovary. The haploid pollen nuclei passes down the tube and fuse with the haploid ovule and forming diploid zygote. The zygote will form a seed and the wall of the ovary will become a fruit. The next one is post-fertilization. During the sexual reproduction, the events which take place after the formation of zygote are called post-fertilization. And in post-fertilization events include zygote and embryogenesis. Zygote, what is zygote? You know that after the male and female gametes, zygote is formed. So, fertilization lead to formation of diploid cell which we called zygote. And embryogenesis, the process of development of embryo from the zygote is called embryogenesis. Okay, it is a process of development of embryo from zygote. So in embryogenesis, two processes are there. First, cell division and cell differentiation. It's very important that embryogenesis involves two processes, cell division and cell differentiation. Cell division to increase in a number of cell and cell differentiation for the formation of different type of tissues. Based on whether the development of zygote take place outside or inside the female body, animals are divided into two categories, oviparous and viviparous. You know that oviparous, the animal in which development of a zygote take place outside of the female parents, are called oviparous. Outside of the female body, zygote development occur. Okay, oviparous. They lay fertile eggs covering with the hard calcareous shell. Okay, that means egg laying organisms are called oviparous animal. For example, reptiles and birds. And viviparous, the animal in which development of a zygote into the young one, okay, that means take place inside the female body. In viviparous animal, zygote developed into a young one inside the body of a female organism. For example, human beings. And if I am talking about in plant, development of zygote in plant, then in flowering plant, the zygote is formed inside the ovule, and after fertilization, all the part of the flower except the pistil fall off. Okay, and in some plants such as tomato, brinjal, the sepals are persisted and remain attached to the developing fruit. Otherwise, after fertilization, all the parts of a flower except the pistil fall off. Is that clear? And what happened? Zygote divided rapidly to form embryo, and ovules developed a thick coat and form seed, and ovary ripened from fruit. Development of seeding from a seed. Is that clear? Here you see in these pictures, you can see the life cycle of flowers. The complete after fusion, after fertilization, zygote is formed, then embryo and seed is formed by ovules, then seed germination and new mature sporophytes plant formed. Okay. In my next video, we started our second chapter, sexual reproduction in plant. This is all for today. Thank you.